Hello everyone, welcome to the Catman Show. Today we're going to be talking about some weeb album. You know, the only weeb shit I've enjoyed recently is City. City is fucking banging, but everything else I've tried, fucking boring. And you know, weeb shit is kind of scary when it comes to music. You see an anime girl on an album cover, really it's down to a coin flip whether it will be good or bad. The Greatest Idol by Mitchie M. That's what we're going to be talking about today. This is a Vocaloid album. And you know, that's something in its favour right out the bat, because my experience with Vocaloid has generally been favourable, especially Kiko. I love all the Kiko albums I've heard, really. I've come to like Hatsune Miku over the years as well. I don't know, I just think she's cool. Part of me felt like I lost when I began to like her, but fuck it, you know, she's gangster. So that's two things the album had in its favour for me before even hearing any of it. But you know, I was still apprehensive going in, because you never know with weeb shit, I swear. But I did also have a good feeling about this one, so I reckoned it was worth a shot. And what can I say? It turned out to be amazing. This album is incredibly fun, pretty much immediately. So much stuff going on in these songs, so many bleeps and bloops, and different instruments, all with cool effects on them. Like there's these keys in the first song, which sound really unique because of the effects that have been put on them. Sounds awesome. Just incredibly joyous stuff all the way throughout, to be honest. Makes you want to move, makes you want to dance. And you know, Vocaloid stuff's not really my expertise. Like, I'm not going to be able to give a comprehensive breakdown of why this is so amazing. But when I heard this album, I just knew I had to spread the word. Really awesome melodies all over it as well. Basically, everything they could do to make this as fun-packed as possible, they did it. Great energy on the majority of the songs. Some tracks get pretty fast in the BPMs at points, but when they switch things up to a more slower style, it's still very good. Still so detailed and sweet and happy. And you know, there's often these parts that are kind of quite weeby, and I feel vaguely silly listening to it. But I mean, you just gotta roll with it, really. You'll have an amazing time if you can just get with this album. I don't understand any of the lyrics, but I imagine it's all about being happy and shit. I mean, there is a song called Viva Happy. This actually reminds me somewhat of like playing the Nintendo Wii when I was a kid. Same brand of fun. I guess the Nintendo Wii era and this era of electro-pop lined up with each other actually, so it makes sense. But I guess it brings me back to that carefree time. This album, I felt it curing me of all my cynical qualities. It just is better than most things, I swear. It'll improve your quality of life if you listen to this album. The songs have so many cool switch-ups that work really well to show off how cool the bass lines are, or how cool the vocal harmonies are, or whatever it is. It's actually way more detailed and meticulously crafted than most music, I imagine. Like, this shit is beyond, believe me. It also has these really cool build-ups that make me very hype. I think another particular element that stood out to me is the bass. It comes in a few styles, like a very digitalized style, but then also there's bass on here that sounds like an actual bass guitar. And it's just so low-key and funky with these cool as hell licks and shit. I also noticed quite a few different influences, and the album does them all very well. Like there's actually garage beats on Bye Bye Blue Memory. And then Kanashimi Ha Aju no Uni has a heavy MPB influence. Hip-hop scratches and 808s on Tanki Nonki Danshi. Sometimes these influences are very subtle. They never override the consistent vibe and attitude and style of the album. And then a lot of tracks feel like they're played by a band while others are a lot more clearly electronic. I love how explosive some of the songs are. It's also hype. You know, I have no idea what goes into programming Miku to do vocals and all that, but I can't get enough of the amazing vocal melodies here. They're brilliant. Choruses in particular. I think they would be very catchy if I could speak Japanese. How did they do it? Actually, how did they do it? I'm very impressed. Struggling to figure out what my favourite song is really, but it may be Easy Dance. Love the shifting bass in that song. And generally it may just be a peak of joy on the album for me. Something I've noticed is a lot of Vocaloid stuff can be very wacky and strange. And so this album to me, it was refreshingly straightforward and normal and unconcerned. It's just here to have a blast. Also, Miku here doesn't sound like a robot or anything. She sounds pretty much human, at least like 90% of the time. And I think that's probably a hard thing to make happen in itself, which just makes it more impressive to me. Not a single miss on the album, every song is great, fuck it. I'm giving it 9 cats out of a possible 10 cats for being joyous, feel-good winner music. Really important stuff right here. If this soundtracked everyone's lives, there would be no war, no famine, none of that. We would have civilizations on Mars by now. But yeah, that's about it for this review. Subscribe to the Catman Show, leave a like, leave a comment. Goodbye.